That's it for me right here until 6:30. Want to say good evening to my good buddy Randy Turney, and that's where I say goodbye until 6:30. The news comes up right now, right here on your nation station, DBS Radio.
Fair and balanced, unbiased and clear, concise and accurate. This is the DBS Evening News. Here now is your presenter with the headlines.
In headlines, a music awards ceremony to recognize the top musicians in Dominica set for later this year. In the news from the region, OAS and France to strengthen teaching of French in the Eastern Caribbean. And internationally, Iran's supreme leader says U.S. gained nothing from strikes. The details of these stories and more coming up next.
It's the energy of we people, something pulsing inside. It beating every soul, a feeling we cannot. It's always pushing us forward, the limit up in the sky. There's rhythm in how we flow, a rhythm that can't be denied. It's in the feeling in how we talk. It's in the meaning in our spark. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are, 'cause the rhythm of life keeps pumping.
DBS News.
And welcome back. First, and special good evening to our listeners of Acoustic Worship Radio. First off, a music awards ceremony to recognize the top musicians in Dominica is set for later this year. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit says government intends to partner with individuals to stage the event.
The ministry's concerned need to meet and to fashion it out. It's something that would instill confidence and recognition of the talent that we have in the country, and those who are out there, practicing the trade and making an economic opportunity out of this. And so it's an opportunity that we showcase what we have, and we have very deep talent in Dominica compared to many countries. I mean, we are trending in the world when it comes to music, and all homegrown music. We're not something we're copying from anybody else. This is our own creation, our own talent. Nobody accuses of copyright. And I think that we need to have an opportunity where we can say thanks and we can give recognition and we can big the people up and have our own opportunity to do that. And so I'm hoping that culture and tourism and the other stakeholders can meet and to fashion this thing out. And then before the end of the year, we should have this festival. I know there are private individuals who have offered to partner with us, and we should partner with them and to have a nice, beautiful ceremony. People can dress up and come and receive the award. And I just feel that in Dominica we do not celebrate people enough. We not show enough appreciation for people's talent and people's contribution.
Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. The Caribbean Cadet Camp, scheduled for next month in Dominica, is expected to strengthen the regional cadet movement. Over 300 cadet officers and officials within the region will be on island for the Caribbean Cadet Camp. Deputy Commandant of the Dominica Cadet Corps, Lieutenant Colonel Fitzroy Leon, says Dominica is also the host of the 30th Association of Caribbean Commandants Conference.
15 countries that will be participating during that camp. And also that the camp runs from the 19th of July to the 2nd of August at the Granby Secondary School. And the Commandants Conference, where we still have another 15 commandants with the staff officers and adjutants, and that would be attending the conference from the 28th to the 31st of August. From the cadetting perspective, we're going to have an orienteering exercise, which would encompass map reading, fieldcraft, and that sort of a thing. And we're going to have a drill competition. We're going to have a drill display. We're going to have a shooting competition. And of course, there's going to be the cultural exchanges from the various countries. Those three competitions, the orienteering, the drill, and the shooting, would encompass several aspects of cadetting. But we're anticipating a total about 350 cadets and officers that's going to be on island for the 2-week period.
Commandant Leon says the Caribbean Cadet Camp will also have a positive impact on Dominica.
It's the first time Dominica is hosting a Caribbean Cadet Camp. We did the conference in 2017, but we are yet to have hosted a Caribbean Cadet Camp. So that's going to boost the morale of the Corps in general, our cadets, meeting with foreign cadets. I mean, we attended the Caribbean Cadet Camp in Barbados in 2018. We were in Jamaica in 2023. So some of our cadets, at least a small number of our cadets, have experienced what it is to have a Caribbean Cadet Camp. But it's the first time we're going to be hosting where the entire Caribbean, 15 of our 18 member countries are going to be in Dominica. So, it says a lot. Like I said, we look at it as a tourism product to sell Dominica as a country.
Deputy Commandant of the Dominica Cadet Corps, Lieutenant Colonel Fitzroy Leon. Flow Dominica has taken a decision to offer its television customers a 12% rebate on their television service due to a recent regional service disruption. This issue began around 2 p.m. on Saturday, June 14th, as a result of a commercial power failure at one of Flow's key regional network facilities in Curaçao. In a statement, Flow Dominica said, because of the interconnected nature of Flow's infrastructure, this failure led to technical issues that impacted television services in Dominica and several other Caribbean markets. The company announced that the 12% rebate will be automatically applied to the upcoming bills of all Flow television customers, including those not directly affected by the disruption. As a gesture of appreciation, Flow has also unlocked over 40 premium channels for free viewing until July 2nd as a small token of gratitude for customers' patience and support. The statement further stated that Flow Dominica understands how essential television services are to daily life and sincerely apologizes for the inconvenience caused by the disruption. The Flow teams are continuing to reinforce and enhance the infrastructure to prevent future interruptions and to ensure a more reliable experience. Still in the national focus, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit says Dominica is cooperating with U.S. authorities to address concerns they have over the Citizenship by Investment program. Mr. Skerrit says OECS territories which operate the Citizenship by Investment program are also discussing ways to improve the program.
And of course, there are some aspects of our CBI program, most of which have been addressed through the establishment of the independent regulatory authority among the member states who have CBI programs. And one of those concerns the United States has is the ability of applicants to change their names, either during the process or after the process. We met over the weekend as heads of government of those countries, and we've made it very clear that one of the provisions of the legislation in this new creation will be a complete ban on the ability of any applicant to change their names. So once you become a citizen under the program, you will not have the ability to change your names or continue to benefit from the citizenship of our countries. And there are some other administrative things, all of which we believe will be captured in the new legislation, which we will share with the public in the next few days. I think we are mature leadership. We treat things in a responsible manner, and we will continue to engage the United States in a very responsible manner, whatever concerns they have. That they may have. We're not aware of anything that is beyond our ability to address.
And that was the Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. Haitian national Giovanna Joseph has been named valedictorian of Wesley High School. She earned 6 subject awards, which includes biology, Caribbean history, and chemistry, among others. She also received 14 special awards, including the Melitosia Mills Mathematics Excellence Award and the Eleanor D. M. Roberts English Language Award and the Nalda Rodney Simon Top in Social Sciences Award. Wesley High School head girl Saisha Germain was named salutatorian as she received 5 subject awards, including English Language, Geography, and Information Technology, along with 10 special awards such as the Big Edge Financial Express Award for Excellence in Accounts and the Unicomma Excellence in Business Studies Award. The Student of the Year award went to Roseanne.
On a farm for Zoom. This was my anchor. And you have to find yours too. You have to find a niche where you feel comfortable. Because the world out here is very, very harsh. And many of us might suffer from mental diseases because we don't have the support systems that we are supposed to have to help us. Because every one of us, we need a helping hand at some time.
Featured speaker, Wesley High School alumni Singuela Bloomquist Williams. Principal Kushna Telemac Rabis of Wesley High School reflected on the school's achievements from the previous year.
The year was ushered in with Wesley High School recording a commendable overall pass of 78.9%, with 18 out of 20 students attaining 5 or more subjects, including English or mathematics. We proudly report 100% passes in several subjects: biology, electronic document preparation management, EDPM, English A and English B, food and nutrition and health, information technology, office administration, and physical education. Other strong performances included integrated science and social studies with a 90% pass rate, principles of business with 77.8%, and physics and principles of accounts with 75%. Although, yes, feel free to applaud. Although there was a slight decline from the previous year, we are encouraged by marked improvements in several areas, including French and the pure sciences. Our top performers last year were Imani Joseph, achieving 4 1s and 6 2s, Zaya Langford, 3 1s, 3 2s, and 4 3s, and Vlon Moise, 3 1s, 3 2s, and 2 3s.
Principal of the Wesley High School, Kushna Telemac Rabis. Principal of the Convent High School, Isabella Prentice, has called on the 2025 graduating class of the Convent High School to keep striving upwards and onwards. 68 students graduated from the Convent High School on Wednesday. Lizanne Coffey was named valedictorian, whilst Serena Harris was awarded salutatorian, and Student of the Year going to Daniel Jada Fergus.
Best wishes to the 2025 graduating class. Ladies, it's your turn, it's your time, and your trial. Do not waste any moment of it. Use it wisely and just keep striving upward and onward. Best wishes, and hope to hear greater and better things from you.
Principal of the Convent High School, Isabella Prentice. The Rodney family's dream of turning personal tragedy to a beacon of hope for future generations has reached a significant milestone. 3 students of St. Martin Primary School have been awarded the Tricia Rodney Memorial Scholarship, which will support them in their high school journey. Ashante Alfred, Michaela Charles, and Amy LeBlanc each received a scholarship of $1,200 EC, as James Rodney expressed that the scholarship program has exceeded expectations by awarding scholarships to 3 deserving students in 2025.
In 2024, the Marissa Tricia Rodney Scholarship Initiative, a dream that took over 20 years to become a reality, was established when we presented a first-year scholarship to Emily Thomas, who is now at the Convent High School. This year, 2025, I am happy to announce that we will present 3 students with first-year scholarships to attend secondary school. In just 1 year, thanks to a genuine collaboration with shipping giant King Ocean Services, who identified with this initiative, reached out to be part of giving our students an opportunity for higher education. I wish to extend my sincere and deepest thanks to Mr. Denison Mitchell, a schoolmate of mine and now the senior account executive for King Ocean. This initiative aims to uplift those who excel in their national assessment exams and who come from backgrounds of need, mirroring the resilience and determination which Marissa exemplifies.
James Rodney of the Patricia Rodney Memorial Scholarship. Taking us to the end of this evening's news. Up next is news from the region and international.
It's the energy of we people, something pulsing inside. It beating every soul, a feeling we cannot hide. It's always pushing us forward, the limit up in the sky. There's rhythm in how we flow, a rhythm that can't be denied. It's in the feeling in how we talk. It's in the meaning in our spark. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are, 'cause the rhythm of life keeps bumping.
DBS News.
And welcome back. Now news from the region. The Organization of American States, or OAS, says Secretary General Albert Ramdin and the Ambassador of France to the Eastern Caribbean states, Barbados and OECS, Francis Etienne, have signed an agreement to strengthen and promote French language education in the Eastern Caribbean. The OAS said the agreement was signed during a ceremony held on the margins of the OAS General Assembly in Antigua and Barbuda. According to the agreement, the organizations will collaborate to better integrate the use of French into public education policies in St. Lucia, Dominica, Barbados, Antigua, and Barbuda, as well as St. Kitts and Nevis. The OAS said the initiative also includes training French language teachers in pedagogy and didactics and linguistics, or that's didactics and linguistics, and the first one being pedagogy. Internationally, Iran's supreme leader has insisted the U.S. gained no achievements from strikes on its nuclear facilities in his first public address since a ceasefire with Israel was agreed on Tuesday. The Iranian leader said the strikes did not accomplish anything significant to disrupt Iran's nuclear program and described the retaliation against an American air base in Qatar as dealing a heavy blow. It came as Washington doubled down on its assessment that the strikes had severely undermined Iran's nuclear ambitions. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said intelligence gathered by the U.S. and Israel indicated the operation significantly damaged the nuclear program, setting it back by years. Well, this brings us to the end of this evening's news. Up next is sports.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
It's the energy of we people, something pulsing inside. It beating every soul, a feeling we cannot hide. It's always pushing us forward, the limit up in the sky. There's rhythm in how we flow, a rhythm that can't be denied. It's in the feeling in how we talk. It's in the meaning in our spark. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are, 'cause the rhythm of life keeps bumping.
Welcome to the DBS Evening Sports Report. The first test match between West Indies and Australia in Barbados was interestingly poised after 2 days of the encounter. At the end of the second day, Australia in their second innings were on 92 for 4, a lead of 82. Travis Head is on 13 and Webster on 19. Khawaja and Cameron Green made 15 each and Inglis 12. Sharma Joseph, Jaden Sills, Alzari Joseph and Justin Greaves have 1 wicket each. Earlier, the West Indies, replying to Australia's first innings score of 180, were dismissed for 190. Captain Ruston Chase made 44, Shea Hope 48, Brandon King 26, and Alzari Joseph 23 not out. Fast bowler Mitchell Stark led the Australia attack with 3 for 65, while Pat Cummins, Josh Hazelwood, and Bo Webster took 2 wickets each. Trailing by 10 runs on first innings, Australia are 92 for 4 in the second innings, a lead of 82. The third day's play promises to be an intriguing day. Athletics clubs from across the island will head to Portsmouth this weekend for the Kirtley Bino Club Championships. Bino was a former national athlete and coach who passed away in 2019. The meet is scheduled for the Benjamin's Park on Sunday.
The Portsmouth Benjamin's Park is the place to be this Sunday, the 29th of June from 9:30 a.m. Athletics clubs from around Dominica will converge in Portsmouth to compete in the Kirtley Bino Club Championship under the guidance of the Dominica Athletics Association. Come see the Kalinago Eagles in their bright yellow, Athens wearing black, ready to attack, Striders in orange, the Westmar Rangers in blue, Pioneers wearing green, and the red hot Aspirers. The winning club will be determined by the most gold medals. Which team will you be supporting? Wear their color and come on out to the Benjamin's Park this Sunday, the 29th of June.
Coach Nabi Wallace of the Aspirers Athletics Club. Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley has issued a call for equal pay for women in cricket. Speaking at the CWI-WIPA Awards ceremony, the Barbados leader says the time has come for gender equality and the women receive the same pay as the men. She applauded Cricket West Indies for some of the steps it has taken to address the challenges facing women cricketers.
To the question of women's cricket. And Kishore, I salute you for removing the distinction in travel, the disparity in travel for men and women in cricket in this region. But I simply say to you, as Billie Jean King taught us, equal pay is equal pay. I would not know how to be a prime minister as the first woman receiving the same pay as a male prime minister, to not make that point for the benefit of those in this room.
Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley. She says that the CWI should do more to merchandise its brand.
In that vein, I use this opportunity yet again to throw out a sprat that hopefully, Mr. Deering, you and cricket legends will find a way of merging idea with capital to create that brand of tourism product that ought still to reflect the best and strongest of who we are, the legends, the cricket legends of the Caribbean, so that whether you are in Barbados or Jamaica or Trinidad or St. Vincent or St. Lucia or wherever, that we have hotels branded as cricket legends with a franchise fee coming back to the legends, and with every aspect of a hotel operation, from the menus to the paintings to the decor to everything, reflecting the game of cricket which the West Indies has distinguished itself globally on. But we are not making the connection to make the money to move beyond where we are.
Prime Minister, that's Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley. Meshach Debule continued to show why he is one of the up-and-coming talents in Dominica's basketball as he helped the Dr. Darrow Pishley Sports Club Falcons to a comfortable win over the Police Sports Club as the DBS Premier League continued last night. Debule scored a team-high 25 points and Zach Bastier added 20 as the Falcons coasted to a 105-80 win over the Police. Ronnie Maglo and Karim Daniel added 17 points each for the Falcons, while Daniel Omond had 26 and Shyla Farrell added 22 for the Police. What was even more impressive about last night's win is that this was the second match of the night for the majority of the Falcons players, as they had earlier in the evening beaten the Perkins Pizza Young Ballers in the Division 1 League. Karim Daniel had 26 and Zach Bastia had 24 in the Falcons' 83-74 win over the Young Ballers. McNeil Joseph had 29 and Koma Telemac 15 for the Young Ballers. The league continues tonight with the West Coast Ballers taking on the Maho Gators at 7 p.m. in the Division 1. And in the Premier Division, the BA Sharks will play the 767 Sports Club Dominators. In other sports this evening, first Vice President of the Dominica Cricket Association, Jamie John Baptist, feels there is need for an additional first-class venue for cricket in Dominica. John Baptist told a pre-budget consultation with government and sporting officials yesterday that there is a need to develop another facility on island to complement the Windsor Park.
We have the main facility, which is the Windsor Park Sports Stadium, which is, I must say, has been working with us tremendously for the past times in terms of hosting cricket. However, we at the DCA believe that we need at least one more first-class facility in Dominica, so that could basically offset the use of the Windsor Park Sports Stadium in terms of having it readily available, whether it's the Windsor Park or let's say if it's Portsmouth. And currently Portsmouth is not towards the standard of being a first-class ground. So we'd appreciate the help in terms of developing, whether it's Portsmouth or finding a new facility, whether it's Grand Bay, to bring up to first-class level in terms of the amenities, in terms of the facility, in terms of the requirements to play first-class cricket. And that would bode well for not only the first-class cricket, but the local cricket too, because sometimes the stadium is not available and it hinders our plans.
First Vice President of the Dominica Cricket Association, Jamie John Baptist. He also called on government to consider assisting with its grassroots programs. Meantime, DFA President Glenn Etienne encouraged the government to consider some sort of remuneration for athletes representing Dominica.
In terms of paying this athlete, so I don't know how the government can help in this endeavor, because for you to compete regionally, it has to take, well, I'm talking football now, and like all the other sports, it has to take you about 4 months. And earlier I heard about if you want to compete, it's pointless you spend just a few days, a few weeks. It has to take you about 4 months if you want to compete with any regional country. And I believe that is one of the problems that our athletes are encountering, that is not enough benefits for them in terms of their loss of wages, and I think there should be some form of compensation for them.
DFA President Glenn Etienne. And that's how we end the DBS Evening Sports Report and News. On behalf of the News and Sports Departments and our links person, DJ Hello Boy, Hassan Robinson, who brought you the news, I am Leila Langford saying good evening.
It's the energy of we people, something pulsing inside. It beating every soul, a feeling we cannot hide. It's always pushing us forward, the limit up in the sky. There's rhythm in how we flow, a rhythm that can't be denied.